Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled, Is the Beef Productive? First and foremost, thank you, O'Shea, for the plaques. They look dope. Thank y'all for everybody that voted for me and everything. I really appreciate it. All the little people. No, I just messing with you. This is great, man. This is great, yo. I mean, this made my day. I cannot lie. Yeah. Let me get to the topic. Is the beef productive? A lot of times, I've been watching YouTube and doing videos for a minute, and between the gender war, the war on this, the war on that, and internal and external beefs, a lot of people don't ask the question: is it productive? Like, what are you getting out of all this beef? And all of these tactics with beef. Like back in the day, I had the mindset of, if you're gonna beef with somebody, make it for show and come together at the end. Since people like beef so much, don't actually make it real, right? Make it WWE beef, since people want to gravitate to it that much, and then let them know at the end, I got you. But nah. But what I'm seeing is ridiculousness. Like, so you have people who want to start beefs with people because they want to have a conversation with them. Why not just have a conversation? Like, would you actually want to talk to a person who started off trying to fight you? No. So why not just have a conversation? Right? So, and then you want to be trusted. You want this person to have some type of respect and loyalty towards you after you just disrespect them publicly and act like they not supposed to take that into consideration. So what's the productive part about that? You have people who have an issue with you winning at life, so now they want to beef with you to hopefully get your attention off of what you're doing that's productive in your life, so you can beef with them and sabotage yourself. Like, what does that do for you? Oh, you knock them off of their pedestal or off of their game, or off of their trajectory, and knock them off of the trail that they was blazing, and now that makes your life better. Because, kind of that 48 laws of power. It's not the one about outshining your master, but it's I think it is the one about outshining your master. Like, because there was a story in there about a guy wanted to be the man so bad that the guy who actually was the man said, okay, here, take the crown, go for it. And the guy was crushed under the weight. So you want to beef with somebody to get their spot, but you didn't put in the work to get to that spot, or you can't, and you don't have the ability to maintain it. So is the beef in doing all that productive? Just a question, right? Like, if you're getting up every day to beef with people, why are you looking for peace if you brewing up negativity? You brewing up beef every day, but you want peace. You want everything to work out right. That doesn't make sense. You reap what you sow. So if you want to be a peaceful person at the end of the day, why are you stirring the pot every day? Is that conducive to what you actually are looking for in the long term? So is the beef productive? You know what I mean? You have people cutting people's throat and stabbing people in the back, and that's their MO, and that's how they get down. Only to turn around and say, why doesn't anybody have my back? You cut throats and stab people in the back as a daily routine. Why would anybody have your back? You're a snake. You're Benedict Arnold, right? You're a traitor. So is being a trainer to people productive to you because you're thinking people are supposed to like be ride or die for you when you a rattlesnake? I mean, is the beef productive? I mean, do you really think that's what's up? Excuse me. You know, then there's the beef of I want to be number one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say I'm the only one here. And I'm not going to let the people decide who's number one. I'm going to decide who's number one by starting beef with everybody who I see as a threat. And I've seen people lose people's respect by doing this and wonder why nobody respects them anymore. I've seen people actually lose on YouTube. I've seen people lose their followers like that. I've seen people gain an exponential amount of subscribers and followers by the way they handle somebody who beefed with them over no reason. You know? And that's the thing. Like, is it productive for you? Like, all this negativity, is it productive? Like, in a day, I get comments. I don't get a lot of comments all the time, but I get comments on older videos that I made. And here's the thing. Just using YouTube as an example. If you gravitate, because I have different range of topics, there's a negative part of YouTube where people just watch negative videos. Drama, beef, gossip, gender war. Once you click on one, you're going down a rabbit hole of negativity. So in that, I may have a video in there. So a person might listen to it or watch it or look at the title, and some videos are not really negative. It's just the title puts them in that section. So you just read the title, you typing out all this negative nonsense. And it's like, this is what you gravitate to. Do you realize you wouldn't be watching these videos if you wasn't gravitating? Because if it's in this negative stratosphere and you're gravitating to this negativity, obviously this is what you're doing for a long time period, right? When your autoplay goes on. So, and if you're taking in what you feel, all this negativity, and you spitting out negativity, especially with this gender war shit, then it's an easy logical deduction that you're not fit for a healthy relationship, because all you got in you is negativity and all you give out is negativity. So nobody wants to be around you of the opposite sex. I mean, that would just be the idea. But at the end of the day, you want people to love you, but you don't think that, you know, the beef that you like so much is not productive and not conducive to the love you're looking for. Just saying. You know, people feel like everybody should say things the way they would say them, do things the way they would do them. Like, if you're doing right by a person, it really doesn't matter how you do right by a person. You can't specify how right somebody got to do by you. And if you're doing wrong by a person, you're doing wrong. You can't say, well, I did you wrong, but I didn't do you that wrong. Like, no. Is that productive? Like, if you're going to build a foundation of respect, trust, and integrity, that's what you're going to stand on. If you're going to build a foundation of disrespect, inauthenticity, and negativity, that's what you're going to stand on. Like, this idea that you can start shit with everybody and you're a mastermind at the end of the day because, you know, people gravitate to the gossip and the drama and the tea. It works to a degree. And what I mean by that is this. If you want to beef and be in negativity all the time, your viewers on YouTube are going to be negative. You know? So the energy that's going to permeate throughout your whole channel is always negativity. Always. You know. video to video to video to video, and you're gonna be negative, you know, and then you're gonna be out here, and your energy is gonna be negative all the time, and you won't have a place of peace. And you know, some people don't want to admit this. And I said this in a video not too long ago. Some people just like being negative. They like being in beef. They like the drama. They like the gossip. They like to have things stirred up all the time. But the flip side of that is it's not really it's not productive, and you crying about the very thing that you like. That's why I'm asking, is the beef productive? Because if you want to be so negative, vindictive, drama oriented, you can't turn around on the back end and cry and be a victim and be over emotional and anxious and have panic attacks and all that other shit. No. You're getting what you put out. You know, I think a lot of people will feel like they're entitled to not reap what they sow. And that's not the case. So if you feel like all this beef is productive for you, have at it. But if you feel like it's not, why don't you just stop? Bobby, tell them to wait until the night. We out.